Matt from InvestiQuant. Today is Friday, May 6, 2022. Yesterday was a big down day in the markets. The S&P gapped down from the open and took off to the downside. We closed down over 3% on the session. We had over 150 points of range and very strong volume taking place on the selling activity yesterday. Today is the non-farm payrolls report. So we've seen some weakness coming into it, and that's what we're going to be looking at this morning and discover for today's daily IQ. Let me go ahead and grab all four instruments. The setup will be based upon entering long at the open of regular trading hours, which is 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. The exit's set to 4:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Currently, we are continuing lower in the overnight session. So I have no idea where we will end up opening with the NFP number coming out at 8:30 a.m. This morning. We could see a gap up, but currently we are trading lower. So I am going to add that to the test here. And I'm going to do that by going in the gap direction, clicking on gap down. The next thing I'm going to do is go to the indicators library. And I usually click on a 10 and 200, use above or below each of those. This time I'm going to do something a little bit different that captures a similar idea. Just try to get some more samples in here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the moving averages in relation to each other. So if I go to the active today, you can see exactly where they're at in this moving averages part right here. It'll tell you that the 10 is below the 50. The 10 is below the 200, the 50 is below the 200. I'm going to pick this middle option that says the 10-day simple moving average is below the 200-day simple moving average. So I've selected that. You can see the equal sign popped up next to it when I clicked on it. And then I'm going to go into the market events library. And on the active today, top option, non-farm payrolls report. That's out at 8:30. You can see that next to it. I've got that selected. Now I can click view results. All right, here we go. These are the results based upon entering the market long at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, exiting at 4:15 p.m. Eastern Time. When it is the non-farm payrolls report day, you're in a weak market, which I've described with the 10-day simple moving average being below the 200-day simple moving average, and you're getting a gap down at the open. Historically, we've got 22 samples in the S&P dating back to 2003. We've got 25 in the NASDAQ, 22 in the Dow, 28 in the Russell. Win rates on these are neutral to weak, and we've got S&P at 41%, which means 41% of these have closed above the opening print for that session. For the NASDAQ, it's 48%. For the Dow, 41%. The Russell's the only one north of 50 at 54%. If we take a look at the average moves, you'll see that the average win for the S&P is larger than the average loss. That is not the case for the NASDAQ. NASDAQ has a larger average loss. Dow has a larger average win. Russell has a larger average loss. So when it comes to average moves, we are split 2 and 2. And then when we look at the win rates, we've got 2 that are weak and then 2 that are neutral, with the NASDAQ and the Russell being the more neutral options, S&P and Dow being a little bit weaker here historically on this NFP day. Hopefully you found that helpful. Good luck today. We will see you next time.